Hi, today we're looking at Unit 2, Lesson 10, one-digit by three-digit multiplication. Now I know you've been looking at two-digit multiplication and you've been looking at using area models to break apart the two-digit number in the multiplication problem. So today we're taking it one more step and we're going to look at a three-digit number, but we're going to start slow and we're going to take it with a three-digit number starting with tens, with zeros, in the tens and ones place value. So instead of multiplying like 342, we're just going to multiply 300. And that's how we started, just by multiplying the tens place. So going back and starting to discuss the multiplication with three-digit by one-digit, we're going to look at this multiplication problem right here, 7 times 300. I don't want you to panic. I know this looks really scary right here, but it's actually not. What they did was they broke the 300, which is right here, they broke that up into three 100 columns. So if you think of that like $100 bills, this would be $100, $200, plus another $100 would be $300 total. They wanted you to look at it completely expanded. So, and then we're looking at what we're multiplying 300 by, which is 7. So there's a 7 here, and if you look, we have 7 rows. So these ones here are just representing one of the 7 rows. So if I take this really confusing looking, I'm going to break it up over here and show you. So this is actually what they're doing. Sorry for my unstraight lines. Oh, that's really squiggly. Here, I'll try again. Oh, well, I apologize. But they multiplied the 7 times 300. Remember the 300 up here. But they're going to break that 300 up into three 100 columns. So this is a 100 column. There's a 100 here. This is a 100 here. And this is 100 here. So they have that up here. So these three 100, and like I said, think of it as like three $100 bills. And then each of these are going to be multiplied by 7. So what they want you to think of is 7 times, and remember when we looked at multiplying by tens, I'm going to take you back to the 10. Actually, I'm going to take you back to 30. Remember when they had you multiply by 30, they had you break apart the 30 into 3 times 10. So then your equation, if you bring this down, your equation looked like this: 7 times 3 times 10. And then they broke it up and they decided to multiply 7 times 3 together times 10. So then you had 21 times 10, which would equal 210. So that's just using 1 0. Now we're looking at, I know, really scary, looking at having 2 zeros to multiply. But if you think of it in that same manner, and we are saying 7 times 300, they're going to break that 300 up into, what can you break 300 up into? And we said three $100, and let's talk it like it's money, three $100 bills. So then they asked you, or they're showing you over here, now what can we do? Well, we can group 7 times 3 because that's really fast multiplication. I can do that in my head. 7 times 3 is 21. And then we bring the 100 down and we say 7 times 3 is 21. Now we're going to take that partial product and multiply it by this partial product. So now we can say 21 times 100 is 21. Add the 2 zeros, 2010. So this question asks, how many hundreds are represented in each column of the model? So remember, they broke 300 up into 100s at the top. But remember, there are 7 rows in this column. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. There are 700 in this column. So if you have 700 in the first column and 700 in the second column and 700 in the third column, that means we have 3 rows of 700. So 7 plus times 7, or 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 21. Carry the 2 zeros down, 0, 0, and we end up with 2100. So how does knowing that 7 times 3 equals 21 help you find 7 times 300? Think about that and try it out.